till 2 minutes out, eh?
10 minutes. Yeah. All right.
Not that we can't talk.
What? Did you add a headset? Yeah, I wasn't sure if she was going to want to stay up here with the two of us, but Jan's going to get down, so I set up 4 of them instead.
Oh, so somebody's coming up?
Yeah, during intermission.
Right.
So you're still okay on that one?
Yeah.
All good. You're on 4 for whatever that's worth. Let's just get started. What do you think? You ready?
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Alpine Ice. Before we get underway, some safety announcements. As always, please keep your eyes on the most of the 4 corners. Of course, we hope we don't need
Kia ora koutou. Welcome everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez. Here with you today is Dan Nichols, and we'll be calling the last series of the year for the Red Devils. The Canterbury Red Devils taking on the West Auckland Admirals this weekend. And we got a lot to talk about just as soon as the PA guy gives it a second and rests, right, Dan?
Indeed. Competition for the radio waves.
So the today's game is the final weekend series for the NZIHL. There are 2 games going on tonight, this game, and then afterwards the important one for the league standings. That'll be the Dunedin Thunder taking on the Sky City Stampede in Queenstown. So Dan, we got a lot to talk about as far as the league is concerned and where everything's going on this. First of all, I'm going to bring up the standings as of last night so that everybody can see that. 31-29, 27-21. A very tight standings level for everybody, but Botany's still in the number 1 spot, maybe just for today.
Yes, and if you're tuning in as a Canterbury Red Devils supporter here, we'll probably just address that one first there.
Sure.
Locked in 5th spot here.
You've got that one
That
sorted.
was probably sorted a few weeks ago, but yes, very tight and interesting amongst the other 4 teams. Again, it's a 4-team playoff series this year in the NZIHL, so the first time they're taking 4 teams through, so it's going to sort of a traditional semi-final format with number 1 versus number 4 and number 2 versus number 3. So yes, still things, table can still move around tonight, but by end of tonight we should probably know where the semi-finals will be taking place and who will be playing who.
Here's the fun part. We've got all the scenarios here, so if you're going to be tuning in for tonight later on, it's complicated. It is probably more complicated than a Kardashian relationship, I think. That's how you'd say that one. So the Stampede have to win in regulation to get home ice. That's really what this comes down to. And if they manage to win in regulation, they jump up to the number 2 spot, which means that they will have a home series. And in that particular case, they would get Dunedin again. Just in 2 weeks, they travel back to Queenstown and repeat that series. If that doesn't happen, then all sorts of things can go crazy. The Stampede cannot win the number 1 spot tonight. They can get home ice, but they cannot take the 1 seed. The Thunder, if they get to any overtime, they get home ice. That puts them in the number 2 spot. Not likely, but these games have been close, so it's a possibility. They have to win in regulation in order to win the 1 seed. If they do that, then they have home ice throughout the playoffs. And Botany is guaranteed home ice. They keep the number 1 with any other outcome than a Dunedin regulation win. And they would have home ice throughout, but they are guaranteed that they will be starting in Botany for the semifinal series. And that is, well, let's just say, I tell you what, we've gone through the whole thing, and if you want to look, it's pretty deep and pretty thorough as far as all the scenarios, but the home ice ones are the important ones here.
I think it's quite interesting that for the competition-wise, how tight it's been and how great it's been for the league, because you haven't really talked, and it would probably get the abacus out and do all the tie-break scenarios, but there are a few scenarios here that we end up in tie-break scenarios, and it's not just, the first one is just the head-to-head results, and even in the 2 scenarios that could play out, the head-to-head results are tight as well, because the weekends were split earlier on, whether that was
Hey, there we are. I think we have audio back, guys. Boy, that was something. We had I've never seen a headset short out of board before, but that's a new one.
There you go.
All right, so we're back up and running. Where were we? We were just talking about the 2-2 split, so that the tiebreaker was...
Yeah, it almost goes down to the second tiebreaker clause and stuff as well. So it's just a great sign to see, like, from a competition league-wide perspective, how tight these teams are. But unfortunately, if you're a Red Devils supporter, their results and performance hasn't been quite there. But from a New Zealand ice hockey perspective, it's been great to see this season.
Now we're going to have a presentation here at the beginning of the game for the Dale Harrop Foundation, and you'll hear everybody get a little quiet about this while they're doing this. And I am very aware that it's pretty hard to hear anything from the PA anyways, because the only mics that we have are on our headsets. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about what's going on here. While they're doing this, the Dale Harrop Foundation is doing a presentation, as Dale was a member of both the West Auckland Admirals and the Red Devils. The Dale Harrop Foundation was founded in Dale's name to help young hockey players get into and stay in the sport of ice hockey in New Zealand, to help overcome barriers and to help all young players achieve their best, if not with him, for him. We're going to have Olivia up here later at the first intermission. We'll have a kind of a more in-depth discussion about the Dale Harrop Foundation, and we'll tell you all about that. But in the meantime here, while they give the presentation, they'll be doing a few things, and they've got the video up. So I'm going to go ahead and just play that video, because it's the same one that's up in the building here. And this is all about Dale.
The Dale Harrop Foundation, established 2 years ago by Dale's sister here, Olivia, to honour his legacy and his passion for mentoring youth and rookie teammates. To date, we have invested $20,000 into the future of New Zealand's hockey youth. Most recently, $6,000 to New Zealand's under-14 regional representative teams. This funding comes entirely from sponsors, donations, and fundraising efforts. Tonight, I'd like to thank and acknowledge Darren Ward and the Canterbury Red Devils for running a raffle to support the foundation. I would also like to make a special mention to Alpine Ice, who have been gracious in their support of Dale's legacy and the foundation. We have a small publication to present to Sean Brown and Anton. Former teammates, friends, rivals.
Yeah, you can't quite see it here as the presentation to Sean Brown from Matt Harrop, and to the coach and Tom Perver. And yeah, it's a little bit behind us because we're showing the entire crowd here, but a little something to commemorate Dale Harrop, but also I'm doing a little extra over there. And let's see if we can see that here.
Lastly, can I please direct your attention to the black square? I'd like to welcome Dale's next over.
We'll see what we can see from here. It's a little bit behind the glass.
And thank you once again to Alpine Ice. A huge thank you for your ongoing support in keeping Dale's memory alive. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we get a countdown from 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Present to you Dale's Game War 2014 season Red Devils jersey. And I have the pleasure of introducing former Red Devils and former Us Blacks manager Graham Tappan, who close off with a few words in Dale's memory. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Matt, and welcome to Dale's family here today. And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of the Canterbury Ice Hockey Association and the Red Devils Ice Hockey team, we wish to acknowledge and thank the Dale Harrop Foundation for handing over Dale's jersey to the team. Dale was a remarkable and truly inspirational ice hockey player. Dale's contribution to ice hockey in Canterbury and New Zealand cannot be understated, and his dedication and desire to be one of the best hockey players is well remembered and respected. Whether Dale was on the ice or in the change room, his infectious character and ability to challenge, mentor and connect with players of all ages displayed his true character. Today, as a mark of respect, the Red Devils team wish to announce the retirement of the number 6 jersey. Dale's memory will inspire future generations of ice hockey players to be the best they can be, and we wish for today's game to be a success to celebrate this special occasion. Thank you very much, and the best of both teams.
And you may have heard there, that is the game-worn jersey from Dale Harrop in 2014 that is hung in the rafters here at the Alpine Ice. And the number 6 is now retired for the Red Devils.
Yeah, wonderful fitting gesture here from Canterbury Devils, the first jersey to be retired for their franchise. And yeah, Dale was a remarkable teammate and friend. Played with him for quite a lot of my youth coming up, and yeah, tragic passing from him, but the Dale Harrop Foundation definitely lives on to support the youth of the next generation coming through with their ice hockey endeavours in Dale's name.
Yeah,
wonderful thing.
They've done a lot of really concrete help to some of the players that are playing overseas and getting scholarships, and we'll let them talk about it, but it's been an amazing thing to get that underway. And
you can find them on most social media platforms if you want to follow them and see who they're supporting and how the youth are, what competitions they're going to or what training camps and stuff. It's great to see and great to follow.
DaleHarropFoundation.org for the website there. Well, that's interesting.
Another fitting thing the league did in Dale's name is the Top Rookie of the Year award is now named after him. It's the Dale Harrop Memorial Award for the top rookie. It's a fitting thing which he won back in 2007 in his first year in the league.
Well, it looks like we're down a camera today, at least for the first period. So apologies on any of the instant replays. We'll try to get the cameras that are working, but we'll get that sorted out, and it seems about appropriate for this season. We're going to get away with first period action here. Haas taking that one, and we are underway with hockey here in Christchurch. Tappin, getting it up, and stays in the zone. The Admirals on the offense first. This thrown on the forecheck. Gallagher trying to get it out of the corner. Haas there. And as they dig away, it comes out in the middle, and the Red Devils try to get it out of the zone. Heavy checking to start with. Haas handling it, though. And they are moving out. Shot stop by Chaba.
Great look there from Tom Moncrief for the first shot on there. Chaba did well to get the glove on that one to start off. But yes, was taking the most of that opening possession, and I think we'll see today quite a lot of different lineups. I know the Red Devils are facing a few injuries, and so are the West Auckland Admirals. So yeah, different combinations will be out there. Yeah,
we were talking about this off air earlier. That's Vesper putting it up against Chaba's gear to get a stop. There's a lot to be concerned about if you're the Admirals, because you are definitely going into the playoffs, and you've got to get healthy and you've got to get work in here to be sharp, and you are probably going to be facing the number 1 seed here. You are going to be facing the number 1 seed. You just don't know who it is, and it's Hayward Jones with the puck. Turned over, Red Devils have it, keep it in, and send it low. And who do we have at 45 today?
That's Rout.
That's Ollie Rout today. So
77's Byfield as well.
There you go. The jersey swaps are on, although I think Byfield had that one last time.
It just doesn't have the nameplate on the back of it.
And 7 year. Trying to get that to the point, but it gets turned over. Red Devils are going to go for a change. Chaba playing that out. It's turned over to Lowe, though, off the board. He tries to pass it low, and it's turned away. And the Admirals with a defensive lapse, and they make up for it. Vince coming through, sending it low. Interesting to see Vince on the sheet today. I think he's only got 4 games, and it's also time for players like that to get a little bit more time as well.
Indeed, and as I mentioned, Red Devils are facing some injuries, but I know the Admirals as well, and so they've got a few different lineups they'll be working through as well as they prepare for that final series.
It's going to get dumped in, but it's Vince there first, no icing. Campbell to play the defense. and takes the puck and pushes it against the board, but the Admirals stick to it. Alex Regan gets there on the half boards. Knocked over, and Brown takes that away. Good hands there to get the puck out and away, and that'll allow a dump in. Campbell on the forecheck, 4 up for the Red Devils. They turn it back. Tappan has it for a moment. That's Harry Tappan getting some ice time as well. And it's Luke on the point.
Gone from having the Moncrief brothers to now the Tappan brothers.
It is quite a sport. They go for a line change, the Red Devils do, and the Admirals have the puck.
Let's not forget the Kennedy brothers on the Admiral side.
Yeah, that's a good point. Which Kennedy are we talking about?
We're talking about Mason and Taylor Kennedy.
And that one with Brown getting flipped around. Moncrief in front, good pass into the slot, couldn't handle it. Luke Tappan with the shot from the blue line. That stays in, gets whipped back around. But as the Admirals with possession, they look to move out of the zone. I think we need to get you some play-by-play today. What do you think?
we could give it a go, Matt.
We can do that in a little bit. Oh, I wonder if that started the camera again, because that puck got awfully close to it. And a referee hitting the ice there as Haas bringing that out. Quinn taking that away from him, and they play it neutral ice. It's turned around to Sestrone, and now Quinn. Quinn has it looking for the pass. He's going to skate it in instead, goes up the right side, stays on side. Kennedy comes in late. Pass in front, Sestrone with a shot. And we hadn't even said Tim Carey's name yet, as he is the starting goaltender for the Red Devils. Mason Kennedy with a shot that's deflected off a stick. Goes only to the Perspex and stays in, but it goes out of the zone. And that is Flynn Hayward-Jones collecting the puck for the Admirals. They passed it forward. It was halfway up. Mason Kennedy throws it on net. Very light blocker save into the corner, and it's Kaluzny with it now. Rout sending it around to Willis. Willis with a sweep. And we restart. Kennedy at the red line, throwing it in. Vesper can't play it, goes back out to Kennedy. Side to side, dump and chase, and now Willis has to come in quickly for it. Plays it to Kaluzny off the goal. And then it goes to Rout. Rout's going to get rid of it. Back to the red line, and we start again. Kennedy. They take it up to the blue line. Clammer playing it for a moment. Now it's Keogh Cope's going to sweep it around to McLeish at the red line. Dumped in by Cheney. Willis gets there first. And now to Lowe. The Red Devils are going to need a change here pretty quickly. They do get it out of the zone, but that's turned around. That's offside. Cheney was over there, but it was Scott Henry just a little bit over the blue line. Looking around, I don't think he could even see the blue line. He wasn't looking for it.
Bit of puck moving back and forward. No one's really established any zone presence yet so far. There was one wee chance for the Admirals, but luckily there were 5 Red Devils players back in the house and disrupted the pass to the slot. But puck's moving so far. Except for we'll reset this one. And Haas. But one of the key players missing for the Red Devils this weekend is Remy Morris. Him and Fabian Haas have been following along this season. You would have heard those two names used repeatedly together in a lot of the goals. I think 55% of the goals scored comes from those two players.
Yeah, at least. And it's been as the imports, they've really shown leadership and offensive know-how. But this weekend, it's going to be Haas kind of just in charge here, and he's going to take the puck across the blue line. Good pass there to Gallagher. A couple of moves, but he couldn't get a shot off. Chaba sees that puck go behind him, and the Admirals survive that one. It's turned back to Moncrief. Moncrief in front to Haas. Haas in front and shot and goal!
I was about to say, Matt, we need to be on goal watch for his first NZIHL goal for Travis Gallagher being on Haas' line, and look at that.
Well, let's look at it again. Here it is. Gallagher getting this one across the crease.
There he goes. Haas with a beautiful setup. Freezes Chubba, passes it back door, and Gallagher was just lovely. Taps it in right spot.
1-0 the Red Devils up early in this last weekend of hockey here in Christchurch. And they tipped the puck off to get that one taped up for Mr. Gallagher.
Indeed. And the reason I knew that one is because I was doing research on Mr. Hopkins.
All right.
I saw Mr. Gallagher's name in a similar spot, obviously with a lot less games played.
a lot less games played. But we can talk about all that stuff here in a little bit. Vesper's got it now. You're going to come in 2-on-4. He's going to skate to the corner. It's held up. Tapping with a good play there defensively. Paik with it. Now sends it around out to Byford. Taken away. Sevigny. Sevigny loses that. And Luke Tappan with a pass out to Rout. Rout's going to dump and chase. Dodwell in, and they hold up here.
Net's bumped
Net's off. Yep,
Net's
that's
off
it.
this morning, so.
Yeah, so if memory serves, Chaba's one of the, he's an excellent goaltender, but in this building with the lighter goal mounts, that's something to watch because it happens a lot for him.
Yeah, we don't have the heaviest pegs holding these nets in place, so they can get kicked off frequently. It does disrupt the play a bit.
Linesman calls that my bad and then drops the puck. Goes to Willis, he sweeps it back in, offside's tagged up. It's turned over, 2-on-1 coming for the Admirals. Shot, and that goes wide. It was Henry with a wrister there. I think it was Henry. No, it wasn't. Sevigny for that one. Keo Cope has it now. Passes it back. And Willis looking to exit the zone. He passes it. Is he going to go for an icing? No, it's deflected off the Admirals. And a good hit there in the corner. Little extras in the corner. A lot of extras in the corner. Nobody can unwind. And there's an MMA breaking out in that corner. A lot of noise in front as there was a chance.
Yeah, Morse's not making a hurry and then tries to take out Harry Lowe as he's skating past the bench, but he wasn't in a hurry to move and yeah, got away with that one.
He did indeed. And then another hit there. Kaluzny into the wall hard. The Admirals with it, and the physicality is ratcheting up. I think the frustrations are evident, but Red Devils have to make sure they don't do anything too crazy. Glenn Hayward Jones sending that away. And now it's Cheney with it. Shot that's deflected as it comes in. Hopkins on the defense, hits him. And that's going to come out of the zone. Thomas Moncrief skating around, leaving it. Will it go far enough? It will not. No icing there. That's benefit for the Red Devils. And that's turned around. Haast with it. Giving it to... No, he doesn't. He leaves it for Meisternock now at the point. He's going to skate it in, circle back. Tries to pass it, then sends it around the boards. Moncrief low. Sends it past Haast. Gallagher getting it. Back to Haast. He's pinned in the corner, but he takes it out. Grabs the puck. Skates the blue line. Does a great job holding two defenders away, but then it's picked away. Mason Kennedy gets to it. Vince skating it forward. And now Alex Regan with the puck. Red Devils go for a change. Just one on the forecheck. Meisternock with it now. He clears it. Route past Dodwell up to Paik. Paik with a shot. Glove save, Chaba.
Yeah, a few different line combinations are set here. This one that looks out, we've got probably Nicky Dodwell balancing out the age on this line with Paik and Rout also on the line. So some two young guns with a bit of experience there.
Paik a little quick on the draw there, and he loses that face-off to the Admirals. They've got it, and noticed Justin Daigle hasn't been out on the ice. Did he make the trip?
He did not make the trip. He has a young baby at home.
There it is.
Born a few weeks ago. So I believe he's on family duties.
Understandable. 3-on-1 coming up for the Admirals. That pass goes to Sestrone. Shot, and that goes left. And no. That's a goal off the pegs again. Maybe a part of the fact that it's mildly warm day, but really it's just these pegs need to get drilled out a little bit more.
That one had a bit of a player bumping into it as well, so that tends to knock it off. But yeah, that's again another, I was saying as well, Admirals are missing some players from their lineup. Justin Daigle's one big key player for them. He's their leading point scorer for the Admirals' history. He's the 5-time NZIHL Defenseman of the Year. So he is a skill and an asset on the ice that will be missed.
Puck drop, and that goes to Kennedy. And Tappan takes it behind the net. Looking up, trying to get rid of it. Skates back, grabs the puck, sends it only as far as the corner. Turned over, Admirals in front, and that's poked away at the last second. Taylor Kennedy with a shot, and that one goes up and out and hits the net for a face-off.
Yeah. So again, Admirals been battling injuries throughout the year as well, and sort of looking across their stats so far this year, they've been just relying on pretty much everyone's sort of chipping in across the boards. No big key standouts. On the Red Devil side of things, we've got the two imports leading the way, but really balanced play here for the Admirals, and I guess a threat from any line or any player on the ice.
Quinn losing that one, sends it around. It's Chamberlain's going to go back and win the race for an icing call. Interestingly, we're going to end up potentially with 4 teams with winning records, which is also a little bit weird to see happen. But the Admirals 7-7 right now at 500. 7 regulation wins is why they're on 21. And Vesper to take this one. Yeah, we've got lots of time to talk about the Red Devils and next year and all of that this weekend. But right now, we'll just see how this one turns out, because the Red Devils would love to play spoiler here and get some points on the board.
I mean, there's a good crowd in the house today as well here, so they're playing for pride, playing for the fans.
It's almost sold out. It's almost standing room only. It's amazing. The crowd here in Christchurch. I mean, imagine if they were on that edge of playing for the playoffs right about now, this place would be absolutely bonkers. Yeah. Everybody is just smashed into this building. So a big thank you to all of our fans coming out here and supporting the Red Devils. It's a good day for hockey and a great day to be inside too. It's a little warmer, but boy, it turned out there. Anyway, Harry Tappan throwing it in, goes off the linesman. Now Brown with a backhand. Goes into the corner. Admirals pick that one off for a moment. Clammer's got it. Just took it right off Campbell's blade. Back to Kennedy. Will Meisternock hold it in? No, but he gives a good hit on Cheney, and that's going to cause an icing. So a good play there defensively, and that'll come back out.
Another wee change-up you're seeing here. Sean Brown playing forward this weekend. Typically been playing defence. I think he's cameoed as forward in some of the earlier rounds, but again, more often than not, you'll find him on the defence side of the roster. But yeah, with the change-ups and players missing, again, another player, Hayden Bull's out of the lineup for the Red Devils.
Yep.
And obviously from the injury earlier in the year, Noah Moncrief was still.
Yeah, he has in the past, he's taken a couple of face-offs occasionally, and he did already today, which is an interesting way to play it. But it's good to see him getting some balanced time out there. Meisternock with a shot, stick save, and that takes Chaba's stick right out of his hand and goes up into the netting.
Lovely move there from Meisternock just outside the blue line and flies it from a long way out. Chaba obviously didn't get his blocker on that because that stick went flying out of his hand as the puck came through,
Yeah, it just hit the top of it above where he was holding it, and it flies out. So Haast wins that. No, he doesn't. That's kicked away. Admirals had it for a moment. Now he steals it. Turned in front. Shot. And Gallagher nearly putting another one in. And a one-on-one chance there for Regan as he would not stop skating. Goes down to Moncrief. And the tempo's up a little bit. Tappan with it. He goes in and leaves it for Gallagher. Gallagher with a wrist shot deflected. And that one hits the pads of Chaba and stays in play. But now it's going to be Sestrone looking to exit the zone. He flips it high. And Byford's got to chase this one down. Oh, a little bit of extras. Yeah. And I think that was mostly just a laugh and a giggle and everything's okay. Let's just take a look at that prior shot too.
Yeah, that line there for the Red Devils with Haas with Gallagher on the side of it and Tom Moncrief creating some chances here early.
A lot of chances.
Almost doubles up his career goals.
It wouldn't have taken long, would it?
No.
And that's Vesper to take that one. Kaluzny gets it, though. The Red Devils with the puck for a moment. Now Quinn, shot, and that is stopped by Carey. Good positional save there as Quinn was left all alone for a moment. The wrister went right in the gear.
Yeah, that was dangerous opportunity.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that's been the Admirals of maybe 2 years ago, that's absolutely a goal. And, it's a little bit of sharpness that they've got to find before the playoffs if they're going to make any kind of run. Pass forward. Sevigny with it. Past his own skate. That's passed to Chamberlain. Chamberlain keeps it in, judged to be onside. And a penalty coming up here. Vesper going down. And we'll see if we've got that, but that'll be a penalty against the Red Devils here.
Yeah, Max Collision just getting caught up. Caught up on that one and pulls down Vesper. Vesper's wearing the C here for the West Auckland Admirals. I believe he's got that in the absence of Justin Day, been off a bit this season. Quite a young player, Vesper, still 23 years of age, but he's been in the Admirals lineup for about 9 years.
Yeah, he's been a stalwart. It's just, you wouldn't think that, but he's been there for as long as I can remember, and I've been doing these for 10 years now. That's also frightening, but that's another story.
If we're going to use the word stalwart, Matt, we have to mention Gareth McLeish for the West Auckland Admirals.
Yes. That is only fair. Since
he's 21.
06?
Since the start of the league, 21 years, 285 games played for the West Auckland Admirals.
Absolutely.
You see him out there holding down the blue line as he does.
And the only thing I have in common with him is some gray in the beard. That's about it. But he's been out there forever.
Indeed.
Good hockey IQ, of course.
Indeed. He'd be second only to Andrew Hay for games played in our league.
All right, and he hit 300 recently.
He hit 300 recently, I think, yeah. If McLeish wants to get to that milestone, he's probably got to suit up for another season.
Regan with that puck, playing against kind of an expanded box. Red Devils aggressive on this power kill, or penalty kill, excuse me. And Lowe's trying to turn it into a power kill as he's all over that forecheck. And he's got to skate back hard and get back into the defensive position because it's Sistrone with it, and he couldn't play that puck. Or he may have made Lowe pay for it there. Now Regan with it, back halfway. Now Haast has it. He's going to waste some time.
Red Devils do need a power kill here because the West Auckland Admirals have a very high scoring percentage on their power play of 33% so far this season.
It has been Florida Panthers-esque, I think Oilers-esque, excuse me. I said that wrong. I just went with, Okay, it's been one of those weekends already. Haast with it. He comes across the blue line, leaves it behind. A little spinorama pass, but doesn't connect. Now he gets it back into the corner, and that goes to Henry. 3-on-2 if the Admirals hurry here. Willis and Tappan hold things up. Sistrone stays at the blue line. They get set up. Hayward Jones with a shot. That bounces through, gets blocked, stays in the high slot area. And now Luke Tappan throws it out. And 30 seconds to go on this power play for the Admirals.
We've been using that power kill word a bit this season, but it's normally against the Red Devils when they have the power play opportunity. But let's see if they can turn one around here.
Fair point. And that puck goes drifting in. Left it for Tappan, did Willis, as he pointed that one out. Goes as far as Henry. In front, and that skips around and just bounces through the crease harmlessly, but dangerously. Good save there. Penalty expiring. Steven with it. Ben Steven trying to get it in front. Now that's pushed into the corner. Good play there by Tappan. Offense continues. Quinn with it. Takes a shot. That's blocked and goes into the netting for a stop. And that is the end of that power play.
Yeah, good penalty kill there from the Red Devils. Admirals did get a little bit of time in zone, but Red Devils held their shape in the penalty killing, and a couple of okay chances, but nothing too threatening.
15 minutes into this game, and it is Cheney winning that one for the Admirals. It goes away to Meisternock, and the Red Devils looking to get that out of the zone and get their offense started. Goes as far as Pake, but he can't quite get it on the blade of his stick. It's going to come back in, and the Red Devils chase. It'll be George Hopkins getting there first. Sends it around to Meisternock. Too far, and it goes to Henry. He holds it in the low point, and that's turned back by Brown. Brown's pass is intercepted, stays in the zone, and now out off of a linesman, goes perfectly to Pake. And Sebastian Chamberlain with it there. He's passed it low to, the Red Devils have it now, and that's back to the Admirals, and it gets passed around, and now it's Vince bringing it in. 1-on-3 as the Admirals go for a change. Pake sending it around, but it's only going to go as far as Sistrone. He sends it back in, goes behind the net. Vince back to it. Meisternock sending it backwards. And now Brown has it at the far half boards, looking for that outlet pass. Goes up to Moncrief, he's got it. Pushes it forward, but it's Chaba playing it a little bit deep. 1-on-3, it bounces in front, but no harm there. And the Admirals look to break again. This time the Red Devils back with plenty of firepower. Now Gallagher's going to get that one first. Comes out of the zone. Gallagher with it still, passes it. That's intercepted, and he's going to go the other direction. Steven with it. Taken away, and possession not very valuable at the moment as the puck gets sent back and forth between the red and the blue team. That comes in onside. Haas has it. He's knocked away. Ben Steven with a good defensive play. Byford with a shot. Blocker save. Goes into the corner. Moncrief with a sweeping pass. Nobody home. Tappan's got to collect it. He's at neutral. And the Red Devils reset. Back to Haas. Haas thinks about cross ice. Looks up. They're going to go for a change instead. Low back out. Haas with a long pass to Tappan. Safely to the other side of the ice. And now a long pass up to Ben Lees. Lees is going to chase this one down. And no ice. And it's Lowe that gets there first now. Now back to Lees. Lees tries to get a shot off. He can't do it. And the Admirals had the puck. 2-on-2 as they go for the break here. Quinn has it. Leaves it behind for Sevigny. Shot and glove save by Carey.
I think they might have heard your commentary there, Matt, because they went from not really valuing possession to then Red Devils calming it down well and truly in the neutral zone with Tappan and Haas sort of taking their time and a bit of back and forward. Yeah.
And it turned into a good offensive possession for them, too. It's Quinn not able to hold on to it. Gets passed forward. Lees can't play it. It's turned back. And Kaluzny trying to dig at it. Goes past Lees. Lees is going to chase in, but it is Mawson out there for a shift. How can you miss the flow on that? But he's out there. Sevigny up the right side. Takes a shot. Hits the outside netting. Vadim Sevigny is one of the imports for the Admirals. Trying to make a case for him being a bit more on the ice. A shot in front, and that is stopped. It was Max Vesper with a chance, and Carey with the glove save.
They've shown some skills there. Or just, again, the Admirals have been very good. They've had a couple of times where they've got a guy sitting in their slot there trying to get that puck through to him for a chance. Probably the shots, they haven't had a clean shot from in a quick pass into the slot yet, but that area is always threatening.
That face-off one cleanly and back to Mawson at the point. 2 shots, and that one goes up and out of play. A good chance there for the Admirals, but we'll do it again.
Good.
Minute 48 to go in this first period.
We saw it a bit probably more from the Phoenix Thunder strategy, but getting the pucks to net is not a bad idea or a way to go about the game.
And face-off just kind of sits there for a minute. Nobody really jumping on it as everybody played the body and nobody played the puck. Now Pake's got it, and it's going to be 2-on-3. Pake skating hard, leaves it behind. Pass goes to Rout. Back to Dodwell. Dodwell faces the Zamboni door, and that turns around for the Admirals. They're going to come out through the middle and a long pass forward. There's going to be a chance here. Opportunity, kick save, and Quinn couldn't get any height on that shot to his detriment there.
Yeah, great pass from Vesper, got the jump on Hopkins. Hopkins could only chase him, or attempt to chase him there, but yeah, didn't quite execute his deke probably as well as he'd hoped in the final shot, and Tim Carey follows the puck nicely. Yeah,
I think Quinn, another import for the Admirals, just all speed there, but yeah, probably should have held up just a little bit there. A high puck that stays in. Gallagher not able to play it. It's at neutral. Clamor is clamoring for it. I did that. And Haas has it. Haas with the spin, the move. Holds up the blue line, now brings it in. Moncrief there as well, but that's going to come right back out. And slipped back in by Byford. Gallagher on the forecheck, goes past Clamor and back to Byfield. Tap in. Long pass forward to Gallagher. He tips it. Chamberlain's going to get there, though.
Would have been a good chance if he could have held on to that one. He had Tom Moncrief as well with him.
We were talking about how many games I've played, and Chamberlain's been in, all of them. I think he played every Mako game, if I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
And it's just been out on the ice a lot. Sebastian Chamberlain with the shot. That is a glove save off to the half boards, and the Red Devils turn it around. That goes forward to Haust. He holds up at the blue line, leaves it behind to Moncrief. He sits on the point, and then sends it low, but nobody home on that as Haust had gone by already. Kaluzny's going to get there. He kicks it in, and Haust is going to play the puck, and that is the end of the first period. Red Devils up 1-0 in what felt like a pretty even period, but on the scoreboard, it's a lead for the Red Devils.
Indeed, it was just one quick opportunity that came about for the Red Devils. Haft's making some nice moves and passing it back door to Gallagher to net his first NZIHL goal. But yeah, other than that, it's been back and forth. I don't think there's really been too much control or possession from one team. There's been a couple of moments where they've had a bit of time in each other's zones. Red Devils had one power play opportunity. West Auckland Admirals had one power play opportunity. But again, not successful in converting on that one.
That was my fault for calling it a power kill immediately.
Yeah, you were trying to wish it the other way. Because
I was.
Again, you'd be using that against the Red Devils because they've given up 8 shorthanded goals so far this season. So,
yeah, it's been going the way the Red Devils would want to today, but it's been a fairly evenly played game. It's just a matter of, I think what we were talking about earlier, who cares for possession more and how that works out. So in the meantime here, we'll take a commercial break here for just a little bit, and then another discussion about the Dale Harrop Foundation. Looking forward to that in just a few minutes. We'll see you in just a bit. Red Devils Hockey is brought to you by Bushnell Builders Limited. Trust Bushnell Builders for over 40 years of excellence in commercial and residential construction across Christchurch and Canterbury. Quality, experience, and dedication in every project. Bushnell.co.nz. Reform Radiology, exceptional imaging and treatment services for the community. Local team, expert care. Reformradiology.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. Fun, physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. Sounders Robinson and Brown is a Canterbury law firm offering legal advice in commercial law, property, trusts and estates, dispute resolution, family and relationship property. Talk to the team at SRB for legal solutions tailored for your success. srblaw.co.nz. Christchurch Orthodontic Specialists. Expert tailored treatment to get you the smile you want. chchortho.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice. Olivia, welcome to the booth.
Thank you so much for having me.
It's not so much of a booth as it is a scaffolding, but here we are nonetheless. And what a beautiful presentation at the beginning of the game today.
Yeah, it was. It was really amazing. It was really awesome to be able to do it.
So let's talk about the Dale Harrop Foundation. I have been watching on social media how much help has been given to a lot of our players that are overseas, just getting started, whatever it happens to be. An amazing foundation and growing the game. First of all, just tell us, what are you guys up to?
Yeah, so the main reason I started the foundation, apart from wanting to continue Dale's name and work, I grew up watching my mum and dad work really hard to help support Dale in the game of ice hockey. And I wanted to be able to give that help further to different families and individuals. As we all know, ice hockey can be quite an expensive sport. To be able to get to the specific, to get higher level of the game.
Yep.
So yeah, at the moment we're doing a lot of fundraising and grants and different events and things like that, so that we're able to gift this money to players that really need it.
And a lot of those players are the ones that get opportunities in the in either foreign markets or trying to get to schools, or that's kind of the target of what you're looking for here, right?
Yeah. So we understand that ice hockey is such a small sport in New Zealand that sometimes they do have to go overseas to be able to get that experience, to be able to bring it back. So we are open for scholarships, and they can spend that money how they like. So if that requires them to go overseas for different camps or playing over there for the season, then that's definitely something we want to help with.
And what would you want people to know about your foundation in general? I mean, everybody's got a chance to give, but if you're in the ice hockey community in any way, what's your message to them to say, get behind this?
Yeah, so it's just about kind of our motto is, helping kids and young people get into and stay into the game of ice hockey. So we, on our website, have a donate button. We're selling merch now. We do have different events coming up where people can get involved. We are hoping in the future, within the next couple of years, to be able to run Dale Harrop camps and for fundraising, but also to bring people from around New Zealand to really work together and level up those skills of our ice hockey players.
Well, it certainly seems like a very ice hockey centric foundation that if anybody was trying to help and wasn't sure, hey, I really like this ice hockey thing, but I don't know how to help, or I don't know how to, this is exactly it. This is the place to be.
Yep, definitely. And just sharing on our socials, on our Facebook page, liking it, sharing our posts, getting our name out there. Yeah, it doesn't have to be monetary, just supporting us in our goal.
Yeah, and you'll see it on the screen there. It is the DaleHarropFoundation.org.
Yep.
You'll want to go to that and take a look at it, and that, I think, will give you any other information that we don't cover today. It'll be there as well. Anything that you want to leave everybody with as far as thoughts about Dale, and what an amazing thing to just have his number retired, right?
Yeah, we only found that out a couple of days ago, that it was being officially retired. So that was an amazing opportunity to hear, and we really thank the CIHA to be able to do that. And it may extend out to his Ice Blacks number, so who knows what the future holds. But we're just really, especially myself and my mum, so not slightly to do with the foundation, but we just want to say a huge thanks to the ice hockey community around New Zealand for supporting us during this time, and we're happy to give back with the foundation and stuff like that. So yeah.
Outstanding. Olivia, thank you for joining us
so much.
in the intermission here. It's been a good hockey game as well to watch today. So
really
between the two teams, and before I go, just so that anybody who's watching, or the Red Devils, Dale also played for the West Auckland Admirals as well.
So that's a little bit why this game is so special for us, because I don't know who to go for. So he played for the Red Devils in his first years as a rep player. Then he moved to Auckland and played for the West Admirals. So a little bit of rivalry going on because of that. And every year, the first game between the Red Devils and Admirals, we do the Dale Harrop Memorial Cup, where we gift the cup to the winners. So the last 2 years the Admirals have run. So next year, we're hoping the Devils get it.
There you go. Well, the good part, Olivia, is that no matter what happens on this weekend, you win.
Exactly.
So that's the important part. So
definitely.
thank you for joining us, and enjoy the rest of the game, and we'll see you here tomorrow.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Olivia. Red Devils Hockey is brought to you by Bushnell Builders Limited. Trust Bushnell Builders for over 40 years of excellence in commercial and residential construction across Christchurch and Canterbury. Quality, experience, and dedication in every project. Bushnell.co.nz. Reform Radiology, exceptional imaging and treatment services for the community. Local team, expert care. Reformradiology.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center, fun physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. Saunders Robinson and Brown is a Canterbury law firm offering legal advice in commercial law, property, trusts and estates, dispute resolution, family and relationship property. Talk to the team at SRB for legal solutions tailored for your success. srblaw.co.nz. Christchurch Orthodontic Specialists. Expert tailored treatment to get you the smile you want. chchortho.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants, Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Welcome back, everybody. Kia ora koutou, no mai, haere mai. We are about to get underway with the under 12s. It is that time again, folks. The Super League it is. It's the Bats and the Flash coming to you from center ice. Of course, the CIHA has a program for all the kids that want to give ice hockey a go. All you have to do is go to the CIHA website, which is ciha.org.nz, or give them a call or find them. And if your kid wants to try out ice hockey, no problem. Have them come out. They'll get a chance to play for free the first session, gear included. And they'll give it a chance to play the blue puck and have fun out on the ice. And this is exactly how all our players start. And what we'll do, again, ciha.org.nz. And we're going to leave it here for a little while and watch the under 12s go back and forth a little bit as we wait for the second period to get started for the Red Devils. The Red Devils up 1-0 against the West Auckland Admirals. We'll be back in a few minutes. Enjoy the kids.
Today we have players from Canterbury Ice Hockey Association and the 12 Super League competition. We have a learn to play program that offers a free trial session.
Kia ora koutou. Welcome back, everybody, to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name's Matt Chavez. I'm here with Dan Nichols. 1-0 the score. It is the Red Devils on top of the Admirals as we get through the first intermission and get started with the second period. Dan, thoughts about that first period? I mean, after you had a chance to kind of think about it a little bit, did it feel even, or did it feel like there was something to find there?
Yeah, no, overall I think it's pretty even. I think we've sort of reflected a little bit on the players missing from both sides of it, and I think it's probably, just that lack of maybe the chemistry they've had throughout the season with the various lineups. Again, I'm talking to the Admirals coaches pre-game as well. They've got some different D combinations out there as well. Players missing this weekend, which they hope they'll be back in for their finals round. So, yeah, look, they're probably working through different combinations as well, planning ahead. And we sort of made comment and mention as well, Red Devils got a number of different forward lineups out there today.
Well, we'll get underway here with the second period. Luke Tappan with the puck after the Red Devils win the faceoff on the clean sheet of ice. Still looks a little wet out there too, and we'll see how that goes. But that puck comes back into the defensive end for the Devils, and it's Cistrone with it there. I think first shot, 2 shots, 3 shots, and a stop. And we'll take a look at that one again.
Great job by Tim Garrett keeping the pad down solidly on the ground there as, Admirals had a good couple of whacks at that one.
They sure did. Let's. I think we've got him backwards now. Let's see. Oh, don't have time. Anyway, we'll go back to live video here. And it is Byford with the puck getting it out. And that long pass forward to Haast. He gains the zone. Smashed into the half boards there. Now Moncrief and Tappan. Tappan looking to pass that one. Instead holds on to it with Cistrone on the forecheck.
Great use of the net there by Luke Tappan to evade the forecheck of it.
And now Ben Stevens got it. Steven looking to get through. Takes it himself, goes in front, but leaves the puck in the crease for Tappan, and that's going to go back out to neutral. Of course, the long changes in the second period, and we had our first one there. Comes in, Regan's got it for a moment, and it's Paik with it. He's going to zip that one right out and skate quickly over the blue line, 1-on-4, and that puck gets taken away from him, but it allows the rest of the team to change up, and Kaluzny's going to be back and get there first on that puck. Quinn trying to take it from him, and now it's Kennedy with it to his brother Taylor. And that's passed out of the zone. Turn around to Sevigny, to Regan, back to Sevigny. Shot, that's deflected, goes up into the netting, and we'll get a stoppage in play.
Of course, there's been a couple of players that have played for both the West Auckland Admirals and the Red Devils. Both those Kennedy brothers being one of them. Grew up here in Christchurch and played for the Red Devils. Dale Harrop as well, played for both.
Yeah, and technically...
Anyone else come to mind, Matt?
No, I think you've pretty much... Yeah, Kennedy was the one that really got me. Is a shot there by Sevigny, as that was right. Stays in on the point. Pass through the crease. Goes off the half boards and goes out to neutral. No, it was eye-opening when I saw Kennedy move, and I realized the entire league is free agents. It's not, you don't think about it so much, but it's a pay-to-play league, so you end up going where you want to go. Vesper with it, shot, and you just have to make the team, right? So
indeed.
That blocker save halfway out. There's going to be a penalty called here. Not sure if this is on Dodwell for holding, but arms are up. Not sure. Now there's a trip call coming up. We'll see who this is against. Honestly, didn't see a trip there from that side, but it was in that blind spot. So 2 minutes for tripping against
Willis.
Yeah, it is Willis, yeah.
There's one other player that has played for both the blue and the red jerseys.
There you go.
And you're looking right at him, Matt.
Oh, you yourself. I had no idea. You were trying to give that away to me. I was like, no,
so
I'm
I was just saying
oblivious.
what your research, Matt.
Oh, no. No, you are the encyclopedia, Dan.
It's probably before you started your commentary gig here. It was back in 2012.
That was before I moved here. Give me a break. Anyway, Meisternock sending it around to Cistrone. Cistrone getting it to the point where Regan sends it back in. And they continue with the offense in front, pass in front to Vesper, but he doesn't shoot there. He just leaves it. And that puck goes the length of the ice. Chaba's going to play this out here. No icing. They play it away. Regan's going to collect it. And the Admirals reset. With 1:30 to go on the power play for them. That's turned around by Haast. takes a shot, goes into the boards. Arm stays down as he goes down. Hopkins sends it behind the net. And the power kill is on as Lowe presses that puck away. Haas in there digging hard, and the crowd, nearly a sellout, maybe a sellout, getting excited about the penalty kill. The Red Devils giving him something to cheer about. Sevigny with it, looking to pass. Leaves it for Sistrone. High shot goes over the bar and comes out. Keocope sweeps it away. And that clears.
Opportunity went high and wide there for Sistrone. Good look.
Yeah, it was a good look. He just not on target, and now Regan's going to come in on the left. Meisternock takes him out of the play. That puck stays under him, though. Regan's still trying to get up. And in that pile of bodies, Sistrone ends up with it shot, deflected, and that shot goes into the corner. Admiral's trying to get anything kind of regular set up here. And that one goes high to Sistrone, but he leaves it behind, just picked his eyes up before he took the shot. Now Tapping gets in front of it, goes over the blue line, and the Admirals have to reset. Hayward Jones sending it as far as Dodwell, and Dodwell's going to collect it. They get a chance to change out here. 10 seconds to go on the power play. That's going to go back to Paik. Paik's going to have a chance if he cuts in. Paik with a shot, Chava with a stop. Admirals trying to get that one up on offense. Penalty's going to expire right about now. Willis out of the box is going to go for the change. And Byford with the good play to keep that one defensively pinned in. Cheney trying to get that around. He does, but that he tried to get back to him, and Cheney couldn't get a shot. Good defense there as it's Paik and Byford. And what I can see through the plexiglass there.
Completion Cheney, I think, for the Admirals.
Yeah, and Byford went down with that, but won the puck. And now it's Brown coming across 2-on-1 if he hurries it to Ollie Rout. But Rout can't get to it. It just goes over his blade. Turned around by Brown. Brown's going to chase up. Yeah, he looks like he's playing a center position here. He's just all after the puck immediately. So it's a good change to see. And Brown getting involved in all sorts of plays. Now that one's offside. Henry with it for just a moment. Henry and Moncrief meeting at the blue line. And I think Henry got a little bit better of that one, but I think they're going to both feel that one tomorrow.
I was talking to Rout Senior in the intermission break there, Matt, and he was very happy to be down here and watching the sun. Have a good run around here for the Red Devils.
He is having a good run. A late change there as Sistrone jumps out on the blue line. And they drop. Haast wins it. Gallagher sweeps it away, but it's Vince with the puck now with the Admirals. And he sends it around the boards. The chase to the kick plate. Puck comes around and out. Mawson's got it. Mawson's going to push his way back into the zone. Stays to the left, goes around the net, looking to pass it around. Tried to wrap it back around. He couldn't do it. Taken off his stick. And now Gallagher punching it out. And Haast and Gallagher. Haast goes to the other side to Moncrief. And a big hit there. Haast upset. No call. Arm stays down. It was seen by the referee and back. And Willis pushing Mawson aside. And things getting a little bit chippy. Kaluzny with the puck now. And Sistrone, he's going to back off here. Quinn on the forecheck, 3 in front. They flip it forward. Gallagher's got it. Gallagher's going to move in. Easy shot, swept away by Chaba. I don't think he contacted the puck there. And now Meisternock halfway out to Hopkins and to Lees. But Lees can't hold on to it. Taylor Kennedy knocking it out for the Admirals. And now they have it. And that's Vesper coming in, cutting. He's going to go down, and that'll be a trip on Hopkins. And 2 minutes against the Red Devils. Oh, no. They're calling a penalty shot here. Wow.
There we go. So.
Well, I saw Ryan Cairns, the referee. He went like this.
Yeah, penalty shot's been called. So here you go, Matt. What's the criteria for a penalty shot?
The 5 criteria. Well, that's what I was waiting for Hopkins to get out of the penalty box because he's not going to serve.
But it's interesting as well, though, because earlier in the play we saw a hit with Haas going down, and the linesman closest definitely saw it.
Yep.
And the linesman can report majors
yes.
to the referees at the end of the whistle. So we don't know what's been discussed over there at the moment. It could just be relating to the penalty shot procedure.
Yeah.
But it did look like one of the linesmen was interested in the hit.
He was, yes.
But yes, penalty shot has been called.
Let me see if I got it. So it has to be a clear break over the blue line, has to be ahead of everybody else, can't be anybody defensively behind them. You got to give me the other two.
Yeah, you've got to be outside of your defensive zone.
Yep.
So that's one thing. You've got to be fouled from behind, i.e. no one in between you and the you and the goalie, and you've got to take away a scoring opportunity.
Scoring opportunity, yes. Yeah, I mean, I should have said that, but that was kind of the obvious one. Just went right up to 5, but thank you very much for that. That's going to be... Wait, why does it look like...
Again, we're going to go the
There's a one-on-one for a moment there.
Yes.
This is kind of like one of those things where somebody just goes out there and says, I'm going to give you a hard time. So this is taking way too long.
There must be something else happening because the Browns gone back out to question it. Maybe there is a penalty call coming on later, but anyway, they've played on, so it looks like they're all set up for the penalty shot. And again, you can have scenarios, Matt, where you get breakaway, you get hooked from behind, but if the player gets control of that puck again and has a reasonable scoring opportunity, yes, it's still a hooking penalty for a 2-minute, but it's not a penalty shot because the players recovered and had a chance to score.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to the day when, and I know it's coming, the IIHF will, at some point soon, I've had discussions with the referees about this, they will become a choice between 2 minutes and a penalty shot. Right. And here we go with Vesper. Vesper takes it and scores it. 1-1 the score. Let's take a look at that one again.
Quick move there. Comes in on the left side. Lovely quick move. Moves it to Tim Carey's glove side.
Whoops, hang on.
And goes low glove to get it past. So.
We had it there. That's Vesper coming up.
And you are right, Matt. We do see a 5-minute penalty on the board, and we do see Mawson in the penalty box for the West Auckland Admirals. So a 5-minute major has been called, potentially for the late hit
on Haas,
on the Haas that we saw at the end here. So, yeah, penalty shot went ahead. Admirals scored that. It's a 1-1 game, but Red Devils now on a 5-minute power play opportunity.
And that 5-minute major can't be canceled out by a goal. So we'll see if the Red Devils can regain the lead and get things going here. Tapping with it. It's going to come in on his own and push it into the corner. The Red Devils looking to get set up behind him, but it's going to come back out.
There'll be a few different faces on this power play unit as injuries to Morris and other Hayden Ball top players.
And now Regan's fighting for it and killing some valuable time, although it is a 5-minute call.
Another player I haven't mentioned that's missing from the Red Devils lineup is Mason Reese. He's gone and cut his finger and injured that quite badly.
That goes off the backboards, and Rout picks it up. That pass goes between two players, and it'll be tapping to collect it. And turn it right back around. Brings it in himself, pushes it past Hayward Jones. Moncrief picks it up, and then sends it right past Haas. And guys, there's no icing on that. You got to go chase that one down. And they do exactly that. Sevigny's back there with it. Shot and goal! That is just an absolute mental lapse as Ben Steven gets himself a shorthanded goal. And we'll take a look at that one.
And there goes the power kill, Matt.
Yeah, exactly.
That's number 9th shorthanded goal against the Red Devils. But yeah, probably too much puck watching there as Sevigny picks up the puck quite nicely after that dump in, and 3 Red Devils players put their eyes on him, and no one's worrying about Steven, who's just sitting wide open in the slot.
And that is the problem with when you set up for a very long power play. You have to keep all your responsibilities in front of you, and they just missed for a little bit, and the Admirals didn't wait to make them pay. 2-1 the score, the Admirals up. And
Sean Brown's gone down on the back of the play here. He's not looking too good.
We'll see if we can take a look at that one. Yeah. He's coming off the ice, unhappy.
It was probably just ran into another player. I don't think there was anything intentional on that one.
And now Lowe has the puck, and they're going to try to get set up here with just over 3 minutes to go on this major penalty.
I think probably Red Devils here struggling because of the players these aren't normal power playing units. They don't have the chemistry. They don't know their breakouts, their break-ins, and how they're going to set up in zone. So it is a bit of a pick and mix combination here.
And that was Stephen clogging up that chance there, and it was Stephen that scored the goal. So sent right back to Carey, and he's going to stop it. And it'll be Meisternock with the puck. Passed forward to Moncrief. And now Haas is going to pull it off the board. He takes it with him, goes in for a moment, and then back to Meisternock. Passed forward to Haas. Haas is going to take it in. That goes forward, off the corner. He's going to hold on to it for a moment. Now the Admirals have it. Taylor Kennedy with it there, digs it away. Trying to sweep it out. He can't do it. That's going to go up to Haas behind the net. Dodwell now gets it, takes a shot, and Chaba holds on to it in the glove as that kind of bounced down and gets to him.
Tight angle shot, looking for a quick one there, Nicky Dodwell. But yeah, finally the Red Devils get it into the zone, but probably didn't create too much opportunity here. And there's actually probably some disadvantages of having a long power play unit again.
Yep. Yeah, those disadvantages are just because you get used to a 2-minute cadence, and then you think it's going to stay on that side, and the personnel can kind of sneak up on you like that. Haas with a long cross-ice pass, shot, and that goes off the side of the net, and then the net moves here, so I think that's just a face-off.
Yeah, Chubba coming across to save that one, bumps the post in the doing, but yeah, Willis, nice puck, just snuck through the Admirals player, got a little bit on it, so it wasn't quite ready for Willis to fire straight away, but...
And we're having some problems keeping that one camera stationary. I think everybody keeps hitting the glass back there. They're going to move that face-off to the left side. But it's supposed to be a stationary camera, so wasn't trying to move it or anything. It just ended up on that side. So we'll get that corrected after the second. Tap in with it, across the blue line. Haast. Tap in. Willis with a shot, hits the crossbar. That's going in. The rebound does go in.
Great shot there by Willis. I think there was a little bit of hesitation whether that first shot went in, but regardless, Tom Moncrief was there to whack home that one. Essentially hits the crossbar down, and Tom Moncrief finds it to slam it home, and that ties it up for the Red Devils at a 2-2 game.
Yeah, that was definitely crossbar straight down, but Moncrief in the right spot at the right time. Make sure that things get evened up here in Christchurch. 2-2, and the penalty continues. 96 seconds to go on the 5-minute major, as that does not come off the board for that score. And now it's Meisternock with the puck. Dodwell turns. Goes forward to Byford. Leaves it behind. Rout holds on to it for a minute. That's taken away. Regan's got it. And now the Red Devils reset. Back to Meisternock. Can't quite come in cleanly.
Goal to the Red Devils by number 18.
Dima Meisternock passing that forward to Lowe, but Lowe can't handle it. Hayward Jones with it for a moment. He's going to have a chance as he comes in all alone. Knocked away, blocker save, and they got a whistle even though it was never covered up, and they're going to face off in the defensive zone with 50 seconds to go on the power play.
Yeah, good acting there by Carey to convince the referee that he had covered it up. Sometimes the benefit when the referee is on that far side and the goalie goes down convincingly that they've got the puck, you get the whistle.
And that's exactly what happened. It was just a it was a good sell job. It worked.
Yeah.
Low with it. Tappin sending it around. Haast skating sideways. He still has it. Boy, Fabian Haast can skate. If there is anything that he can do in this game, he can skate. Regan with it now. Regan holding on to it. Regan waiting this penalty out a little bit. It's in the corner. And about 20 seconds to go. He still has it. Well, that was Sevigny with it that came out of that dog pile over there. Backhand saved by Carey. And they're going to get another offensive face-off for the Admirals on that side, which will come pretty close to expiring this major.
Yeah, just 17 seconds to go on the power play chance.
So it'll be Sevigny at the dot against Keokuk. Devils win it. Keokuk with a face-off win, and Willis looking to get it out of the zone. They're going to go quickly here. Lee's chasing it down. Chamberlain. And the Admirals have it for the moment. McLeish is going to collect this one. Keokuk cuts him off at the pass. And now it's Mawson taking it out. Penalty expired. We're back to 5-on-5. And Sevigny up the left. Sevigny with a pass. Chance. Good save there. Or non-shot. One or the other, as they couldn't connect it. But Carey covering the crease quickly. Say that 4 times fast. And that puck coming out over the linesman. Will that be an icing call? It will. Sebastian Chamberlain winning the race just barely against Joel Keokuk.
He made a comment there that Joel Keokuk won a face-off. I don't think he's had too many face-off wins in his career. Mainly because he doesn't really find himself in the face-off dot there. So, yeah, that's one for his stats.
One to remember, one to grow on.
Yeah. Well, he's lined up for a second one here.
Well, yeah, he got it. He got it. So 2 for 2. Well done, Joel. It's nice to see some of the players getting some chances to get into different positions and just show their skills.
I think we've probably seen him find the face-off dot because we haven't seen Sean Brown return after colliding with another player.
That's a good point.
So.
Tappan and Pake taking it in. That goes down to Chamba. He stick saves it, kind of pokes it away, and now Mawson gets that back out to neutral. Meisternock circling, getting Cistrone off of him. That puck goes through the skates. Pake's trying to pick it up, does exactly that. Passed and whiffles its way into the offensive zone. Dodwell trying to keep it in, couldn't do it. Meisternock's got to chase it down. He did that. Now Vesper up the right, 2-on-3, holds on to it, skates through a player, but it's Meisternock that gets the better of him there, and it goes into the corner. Dug out, Pake's got it, passes it past Dodwell. Taylor Kennedy throwing it back around, and it follows the kick plate out of the zone. Mawson taking a heavy hit there against Rout, and now a shot. Pake with it. How did that go?
I think Kennedy there plucks it out from behind Chubba. But yeah, terrible pinch by Mawson there. Leads to a 2-on-1 opportunity there for the Red Devils. I think it goes sitting behind him, and then I think, yeah, Kennedy just pops it back out from behind the legs.
Wouldn't believe it if I didn't see it. It looked like it just kind of went in and out, but yeah, that's exactly what happened. So face-off for the Red Devils in the offense. They win that one, but it gets kicked out. Kaluzny's got to chase this one down against Clammer. Throws it back in. Everybody tags up, and in they go. Mason Kennedy's got it. Willis sends it low. Haas trying to dig. Oh, and that was a good chance there. Moncrief couldn't quite put it through, but Haas did a great job of digging that one out off the boards. We'll see if we can see that one again later. They will not get an icing call here. Kaluzny leaving it. And then it goes to Haas. He's 1-on-2, but it's Kennedy doing a great job defensively, getting in the way. And Cheney getting it around the corner. Passed in by Clammer. They go for a change. Gary fumbling that one a little bit in front. And let's see if we can take a look at this one. It's just so close. It comes off the backboard.
Comes off the backboard. Huskies and throws it, hits the skate, and yeah, Tom Moncrief, he actually gets it, but just puts it wide.
We've been a little lucky. The camera's actually been facing the post side. That's been the correct one for a better shot. It's really good.
Great camera positioning there.
As the benches are starting to get a little chirpy too. Tappan's got it. Cameraman Chris just looked around like, oh, what am I missing down here? Keokuk losing that race. McLeish getting there in time, and a lot of leeway given on that hybrid icing there, allowing that to keep going for the Admirals. McLeish now has it again. Pass forward to Sevigny. He's got some space. Tappan trying to chase him down. Sevigny leaves it behind. Chance. Shot. Vesper can't pull the trigger. Looked like he was going to get a chance there, but he never did. And that's passed around. Byford sending it back off the half walls, and Lowe's got it. Eyes up, looking for the long pass, trying to hit Keocope. He hits him in the leg, and he comes back. Shot by McLeish, in on the glove, and Carey waiting for some pressure to get a face-off whistle.
Yeah, some good, just simple passing there from the Admirals to create that sort of attacking chance with McLeish across the ice. It was a good cross-ice sort of passing, gave Savigny the speed and the angle to come in there, but yeah, he didn't quite get a shot off, and the drop pass to Vesper coming up didn't quite get as much on him there, the shot as he would have liked.
Face-off goes to Henry as he pulls it away. And the Admirals go to work here. 2-2 the score with 5 minutes to go in the second shot. And Carey with his glove save knocked into the corner. Meisternock getting in there against Vince. And now that pass goes across the ice. Dodwell with a good backhander to get it back to neutral. Mawson picks it up, passes cross ice. And that's given to Hopkins. Newly minted under 20 coach, by the way. Another interesting fact, there's going to be an under 16 team.
Oh.
Yeah. For the Ice Blacks. Anyway, I digress. Mawson with the better hit there against Dodwell as Dodwell keeps the puck away. And now it's Cheney coming in across the line. And Vince can't hold on to it. Pake with the physicality there. Rout trying to pull it away. In front, kick save, and that goes back to Mawson at the dot. Leaves it in the corner for Regan. Regan skating around, looking for the pass, goes to the point. Taylor Kennedy with it. Long shot pass, that's deflected. Mawson looking for the deflection goal, but instead it goes out to the netting, and they get a face-off. Just under 4 minutes to go here. I was going to say, just from basically what I've been seeing on the ice, both teams are having a hard time going across the ice and making those connections. They're looking for time and space, and both teams are doing a really good job of jumping into lanes and not giving that up.
Yeah, we've probably only seen a few good chances, or a few good breakouts, a few good chances happening so far. Both teams here play on a similar sized ice rink. Again, the one in Avondale there is on just a slightly smaller size compared to Botany and Dunedin.
And now it's Moncrief dumping it in. Kennedy there first, taken away for a moment. Regan's there. Regan digging it away. Willisette keeps it in at the point. Goes low to Haas. Haas getting knocked around again. It's a bad spot for him to be in, really. The Admirals just taking their chances against him. And now Moncrief and Hayward Jones hit the boards right in front of us. And it's Kaluzny with that magic white stick of his going around to Moncrief. That's deflected high, and Kaluzny's going to collect it. 3 minutes to go here in the second period. And now Gallagher has it at neutral. He's skating quickly, brings it in the zone, leaves it for Haas at the left side. That pass is going to go out of the zone, and it's Willis recollecting for the Red Devils. Haas with a quick flick to Lowe, Harry Lowe in this case. And that's kicked forward by Kaluzny. Good play there with the skate, as he couldn't get the stick in, and he keeps it in. Good physicality there by Lowe. He's going to have to come off the ice because his stick is either broken or he doesn't have it. It's against the kick plate on that far side. And now an arm goes up. There's a penalty coming up against the Red Devils. I think it's 6 on the ice. Regan's got it at the blue line. He gives a pass. Shot to Sistrone, and that's held up. And now they get the whistle, and we'll see what the call is here. Penalty, maybe it's against Keocope for a slash. Yeah. That is not, it wasn't 6 at all.
No, it was just probably behind the players. The puck was breaking out there. Took the opportunity to introduce his stick to one of the West Auckland Admirals players, but the referee onto it.
Well, a lot of twos on the board. It's 2-2 in the second period with 2 minutes on the board for a penalty with 2:14 to go. And it'll be pretty much the end of, finishing up this period with the Admirals on the power play. It'll be Vesper to take this one against Haas. Vesper wins it. Admirals get started, and a good hit there by Regan, but he's going to pay the price as the puck comes the other way. 2-on-2. Haas has it, and it was Sevigny that knocked it away. Pass forward to Sevigny. He's going to take the zone. 4-on-2. The change made for the Red Devils, and that's going to go as far as Haas. Haast has it. Is he going to get rid of it? He holds. He circles. He is confident on the puck here. Cistrone checking him. And now Tappan knocking it out of the zone, forcing the Admirals back a little bit with 1:22 to go on the power play. Cistrone with a deflection, bringing it into Vesper. Funny bounce off the kick plate, leaves it behind. Mawson to Regan, who's careful with it, keeps it in the skates at the point. Cross to the dot, and that's going to come back out just as quickly and goes back into neutral. Sevigny takes the zone, pulls it past Tappan with a good move, takes the shot, glove save by Carey.
Matt, if stats were the truth and were an accurate prediction of the play, I think this is their third power play opportunity, and so far this season they're running at 35% scoring efficiency, so you'd be saying they're going to score a goal on this power play, the West Auckland Admirals, but so far the Red Devils have been doing a good penalty killing so far today.
Well focused with 4 on the ice. Hayward Jones with a long shot, kick save, another shot, and you had to say that, didn't you?
Normally the commentators' curse go the other way there, Matt, but you know.
Yeah, that is exactly what happened. We'll see this one off the face-off here as there was a deflection and that rebound given up. And the Admirals knock it home for a 3-2 lead. Was that Sevigny?
Yeah, for the Red Devils fans watching that, I was trying to do the anti-commentators curse around the other way there.
Don't blame Dan on that one. That's not on him. But
maybe stats are the truth and they are an accurate predictor of the future.
Have you seen Moneyball? Yeah, you should watch that one. Yeah. Anyway, 5-on-5 again as the sin bin is cleared. Mawson with the puck. And Keogh Cope out on the ice after the slash. 3-2 the score. The Admirals back up, or up for the first, no, back up. And that's offside. They'll have to do it again with 42 seconds to go in the second period.
They've actually got a wee different combination here, the Red Devils. So, you know, the under 5'9" line, and typically it would be Mason Reese sort of out these. They've got Ben Lees filling in for Mason Reese here today. So Harry Lowe, Joel Keogh Cope and Ben Lees.
Ben's got some ice time, hasn't he?
Yeah, it's good to see. Good to see the small guys out there trying to get the job done.
What's the, it's not the size of the dog in the fight, the size of the fight in the dog, something like that?
Correct.
I hate those. Anyway, Mawson's got it, flips it in, goes around the referee, and Meisternock has the puck, skates behind, and has to get away from Clamor. Lee's trying to throw it in, but he gets his stick lifted. Hopkins has it now. Misplayed slightly, he goes across the ice, and that puck disappears into the stand side of this nearly sold out Red Devils game here this afternoon on a Saturday afternoon in Christchurch. 4 seconds to go.
Yeah, here's your set play. So it's Regan on the draw. Stevens going to set up behind him. Taylor Kennedy's coming in behind him. Cistrone, they all just want a clean face-off win here to a shot. Mildly
surprised they didn't go with pulled goalie here, but the face-off just gets kicked around, and that will bring the period to a close with the Red Devils falling behind now, 3-2, as the Admirals put a few up on the board in this second period, and notably getting a shorthanded goal during a major penalty.
Yep, and a penalty shot.
And a penalty shot, yes.
Yeah. So, Admirals got a couple of goals in that period. Penalty shot. You'd probably say Red Devils are a little bit unlucky there because prior to the penalty shot that got called, there was a late hit or an interference call here that the linesman spotted and reported to the referees later but wasn't picked up at the time, and while that game was still flowing on from that, led to the infringement which led to the penalty shot.
Yep.
So if that late hit or interference was seen at the time, that would have been blown down and whistled and stopped.
That's a very good point. I didn't want to get into that during play, but you're exactly right. The timing on that.
It's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes, and then that's the way it was crumbling. So, unfortunately, not everything goes your team's way, and probably for the Admirals, you'd be happy that you got the chance, and then you got the power kill chance as well.
Yeah, exactly. The power kill once again harming the Red Devils. So after 2 periods here, I just want to bring up. Go ahead. You had something.
You made a comment earlier about potential rule changes in the future.
Oh,
about the option for the penalty shot. I wonder if they'll bring in more of the NFL style where you can decline penalties. And so you don't go on the power play, so you don't give the other team the chance for the power kill. I mean,
it is actually a reasonable statement. There are some corner cases where that might actually make sense.
Some teams might prefer that.
Well, actually, it does come up in situations where you've got a pulled goalie at the very end of a game, and then you potentially can ice pucks that you otherwise couldn't. But I don't think that would be very common. But yeah, there was a conversation I had with one of the lead referees at the IIHF thing. It was like, is this a thing? And it's, oh yeah, just a matter of time. So we'll leave it at that. Well, hopefully that happens soon. But in the meantime, I think we're going to leave it here for a little while. We'll come back in about 10 minutes and bring you, well, let's make it 8 minutes, and we'll talk about those different scenarios once again for the game that starts at 7 o'clock. The very big one, the one that closes out the season in Queenstown, that one will have a very big impact on the playoffs this year. And there's a lot to talk about with that one.
Indeed.
So we'll see you here in about 7 or 8 minutes. And well, I think we'll see some disco and some Zamboni driving and catch you in a little bit. Thanks, everybody. Red Devils Hockey is brought to you by Bushnell Builders Limited. Trust Bushnell Builders for over 40 years of excellence in commercial and residential construction across Christchurch and Canterbury. Quality, experience, and dedication in every project. Bushnell.co.nz. Reform Radiology, exceptional imaging and treatment services for the community. Local team, expert care. Reformradiology.co.nz. The Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. Fun, physical entertainment for the whole family. alpineice.co.nz. Sounders Robinson and Brown is a Canterbury law firm offering legal advice in commercial law, property, trusts and estates, dispute resolution, family and relationship property. Talk to the team at SRB for legal solutions tailored for your success. srblaw.co.nz. Christchurch Orthodontics Specialists. Expert tailored treatment to get you the smile you want. chchortho.co.nz. And by Futaporo Accountants. Not your average accountants. Futaporo take the hassle out of taxes and let you focus on what you do best. Futaporo.co.nz. Kia ora koutou, welcome back everybody to the Alpine Ice Sports and Entertainment Center. My name is Matt Chavez, here with Dan Nichols. Second intermission disco underway. The ice is going back out there, and Dan wanted to talk a little bit about the game coming up at 7 o'clock. If you're watching this one, you need to watch the next one too.
We're talking ice hockey, not rugby as well, Matt.
Oh, yeah, yes.
All Blacks as well playing tonight, but yeah.
Oh, who?
Oh, yeah, who?
Yeah,
exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, everyone, I assume, will be switching over from this stream on the NZIHL YouTube channel to the one later tonight between the Sky City Stampede and the Phoenix Thunder.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. The Stampede have to win in regulation to get home ice advantage for the first round, the semifinals. The Thunder have to get anything just to get it to overtime, and they get a home game. And if they win in regulation, they get the 1 seed, which is very helpful. And if Botany's guaranteed the home ice at some point in this semifinals, they keep the number 1 seed if there's anything other than a Dunedin regulation win.
Yeah, so probably from a West Auckland Admirals perspective here, because again, we've probably got a few people tuning in supporting them.
Yep.
If you're considering the game ahead, if the Phoenix Thunder win in regulation, West Auckland Admirals will be going down to Dunedin to play them in the semi-final. If any other result other than Phoenix Thunder winning in regulation, it'll be the crosstown rivalry there for the semi-final with the Botany Swarm.
Yeah, I'm not sure anybody can read that, but all of my notes and things down there, unofficial, so don't hold me accountable to this if it's, but we're pretty sure on the math, but the league has to actually do it and calculate it and finalize it, so I just don't trust myself doing it, but it's fun.
There'll be one person there sitting and watching the results tonight that, while they'll be neutral and unbiased in every way possible, for the league finances, they'll be hoping for one result rather than the other.
Indeed. Yeah. But you know what? I think it's something to be said about the league doing what they've done this year. It's been so perfect because in the past, it's been 3 teams, and they've been doing that because they could guarantee exactly where the finals would be as soon as the regular season ended, so they could plan accordingly and so forth. But they wanted to include more teams in the playoffs to give them more to play for, and that is exactly what they've gotten this year with 4 teams that last year I'd have been sitting there saying, somebody's going to not get in and deserve to get in because it's going to be that close. And this year works out that with the 4 teams, everybody who deserves to be in there is going to get in there, and they'll get to. It's all a scramble right at the end. And for any of you that do the math on it, there's only 120 points in a 40-game season that you can possibly have throughout the league. So the fact that it's this close is absolutely astounding. That the Admirals are 7-7. Stampede are 8-7, I think it is. Dunedin's 8-7. The Swarm are
10 and 5. Oh, 10 and 6.
10 and 6, yes, because they're done.
Yeah, they're done.
Right. Oh, so wait, no, I had that wrong. So Thunder 9 and 6, is that right? I don't know. You have to look. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It comes down to points.
What actually surprised me, like we've said, the league's been really competitive across the thing.
Yes.
How many games have gone to overtime so far this season, Matt?
I want to say 2. One. That's right. And it's going to actually matter quite a bit. That's the funny part, is because all of the tiebreakers and weird stuff that comes down to it has to do with that overtime game that was between the Swarm and Thunder.
Yeah, I guess there's just been a lot more split weekends where you win the first game, you don't win the second game, and vice versa.
Yep.
Which has obviously led to this compression on the scoreboard. Which does lead to we don't know the sort of final settings until the last sort of games have been played.
And that's exactly what we're going to get here. So for those of you that are hockey fans here, keep it on the second screen, especially in between halftime and everything else going on with the All Blacks, of course. But that will be an important one in Queenstown between the Phoenix Thunder and the Stampede. But that's not what we're worried about anymore. We've talked enough about them. We can get rid of the scoreboard here. Go back to a shot. I think we're in the middle, right? Some people coming out. Everybody's getting warmed up for the third period here. Here's Chaba. Everybody's good. That was a little funny. I think I'm in front of the wireless here. Let's work that out. That might be the problem today.
So we just had a four-goal second period there, and all those goals were either special teams / penalty shots. So that sort of stimulated a few goals during that period.
Nothing in open play really, just 5-on-5 goals, which is an odd. You don't normally get 4 of them, not in the same period. Anyway, we're underway. Third period action here. It's 3-2. The Admirals up. The Red Devils with the puck, looking to tie this one up on clean ice. The red lights are still going in the stadium here. It's kind of fun, and feels like Red Devils ice hockey fully on. Look at that. I'm still amazed at the crowd today. That's just absolutely awesome. Everybody showing up. Tickets still available for tomorrow's game. It'll be the last one of the regular season. And, of course, after that, there's going to be the 3v3 tournament. The last time to see the Red Devils in 2025. That's September 13th and 14th. And it's Mawson looking to get that puck out. Does exactly that. Sistrone's got it. The big man going into the corner on the left side, holding on to the puck, and Willis knocking him off and taking it away. But that's turned back by Regan. His pass to Sistrone a little bit wayward, and now the Red Devils coming the other way. Haas taking it across the blue line. Hayward Jones getting a hold of it, trying to get it to Quinn, but it's turned back around by Rout. Rout with a good hit there against Kennedy. Kind of a reverse hit. And Regan with it now. Comes up, looks for the pass in front. Quinn can't get a hold of it. And a little bit of the back and forth, but a chance here for the Red Devils, 2-on-2. Haas held up at the blue line, turned back around. And the Admirals coming in 3-on-3. Quinn's got it, got a lane, takes the shot, glove save, and Carey holds on to it.
Mason Kennedy involved there with a few hits, on the end of a reverse hit, and then stood up to Haas there on the blue line. He's been known to throw his body around in this building, typically mainly wearing the red jersey when he used to play for the Devils, but if you are going through the archives on NZIHL highlights, he does feature with a pretty good hit against one of the Admirals players a number of years ago. If you try to find that one.
That's in the archives for sure. They Meisternock sending that out of the zone. Seen a couple on YouTube from way back when, like the original seasons, and some of the documentaries have been popping up recently. That's a neat thing to add if you're a YouTube follower of the league. Definitely subscribe to get all the notifications. Here I am sounding like an influencer ad. Anyway, Lee's with it. He whiffs, goes to the side, and it's Quinn coming up on his own. Takes a shot right in the gear in the breadbasket, and Carey with a stop. 3-2 the score with 17:45 remaining on this Saturday afternoon.
He had a bit of the speed there on Hopkins. I wonder if he actually should have just tried to hold on to that one and drive the net, and almost could have, you know, tried to create another one of those penalty shot opportunities where you get around the defenseman and they get their stick in the wrong spot and pull you down.
That face-off, not everybody's set for that one, so they'll redo it. And this will be Cheney to take this one against Pake. Pake wins it. Willis has it. Sends it to Kaluzny. And the scent of cotton candy in the air. Pake with it. And then that's swept in by Dodwell. Mawson. Mawson turns it around. Passes it forward. Tic-tac-toe to Cheney. Cheney throws it in off the kick plate, looking for a bounce, and took a funny one and got to Carey, and Carey puts his glove on it for the stop.
Yeah, you're not wrong. There's the smell of cotton candy in the air. Maybe they've just made a fresh batch of it here in the rink. I can't see anyone on the bench eating it.
No, not yet.
Not yet. They're still focused on this game.
And that face-off is taken back to Kaluzny. Now Haast has it. Mawson. And sent back in and poked about by Willis. Good defensive play there. Long shot in. Carey holding it, gloving it, waiting for Clammer to get close enough. Gets the whistle and a face-off.
Yeah, no rush on that one to make the play. Reset it. A couple of line changes. Only for the Admirals and the defensive pairing here for the Red Devils.
It'll be Regan Cistrone, Stephen Kennedy, and Hayward Jones out for the Admirals. Moncrief, Byford, Gallagher, Haast, and Tappan. Haast holds up with it. Surveys, takes a dangerous pass. Cistrone gets a blade on it, and it stays in the zone. Hayward Jones at the point, sends it back in, and it's going to be rejected. Haast on a skate after it, but it's Kennedy there first. Stephen now. Funny bounce in front. Gallagher taking a chance at it. And now the Admirals have it. Hayward Jones with it. Pulls it in the zone. Passes it backwards. Cistrone misses on the one-timer at the blue line. And the Admirals reset. Regan brings it back in, leaves it behind. And Moncrief getting there first. Byford with it now. And Byford flips it out to neutral. And a long pass, Keokop's in front. He's got a breakaway, chopped away. Kennedy doing a good defensive job just chopping that puck away from him. And Moncrief with a good open ice hit there against Cistrone. Keokop getting in front. And now Moncrief is going to go for what really was just finishing, and it's going to be called interference.
Yeah, that's an unlucky one. Joel Keokop came in for the hit there. Cistrone dodged the hit, and in the dodging the hit, ran into Moncrief, and Moncrief gets done for interference there. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a very unlucky thing. I mean, if you have to call it, you have to call it. But there was no intent to interfere with him there.
No, well, yeah, another opposition player essentially is jumping into you to avoid one of the other players. Yeah.
And now Vesper takes it, and the power play is on for the Admirals. Red Devils throw it to Chaba. He sends it back as quickly as he can to Regan, but he's going to skate behind the net anyways. Leaves it for Sevigny. Sevigny passes it to Regan. Regan comes in a little bit ahead of it, but they say okay to that. And Willis gets it out of the zone. Sevigny cross ice to Regan. To Mawson. Taken away. Willis spins it back out. Comes back in. And another close one at the blue line, we'll say.
Yeah, the linesman got stung by the puck on the clearance attempt there, so maybe that stopped the ability to blow the whistle. Mawson with it. Out to Regan at the blue line. Sevigny, high circle, shot doesn't come in. Keokop throwing it the length, Chaba to play it. He sends it back, going for the quick chance. And Regan gets tripped by the blue line. And goes the other side. Kirkomagos there in time for the puck, but it's Gallagher jumping in front, and the Red Devils killing some time here as there's 40 seconds to go. Haast
Haas looking for his stick to get called as it was pulled away. And now the Admirals come in 3-on-2 quickly. Chance shot, and that is deflected up into the netting. And 28 seconds to go on the power play. And some frustrations boiling over on the ice.
Yeah, indeed. The first period we were mentioning Haas and Gallagher and Moncrief line quite a bit, but they haven't really been featuring too much. Or didn't really feature at all through the second period there. And again, they're on the penalty kill here, so they were doing a good job down, wasting some time.
Shot from the blue line. Hayward Jones stopped by Carey. And a little bit in front of the crease.
Gareth McLeish there in front of the net on the power play. He's spent a number of probably hours in that position.
Yeah, he spent a lot of time in that spot, and rightfully so. He's done a really good job. Henry to take this one for the Admirals against Pake. Henry gets it. Shot attempt, but it goes over the blade, and it's going to come back out. Dodwell's chasing it down. Dodwell gets there first, but Steven takes it away from him. And it goes behind. Steven's got the puck now in the corner, sends it away. Hayward Jones sending it forward. Quinn in front. And he gets it back. Leaves it behind for Steven, but it's taken away from by Meisternock. Now Steven has it again. He's in front. Chance, and that's swept away. McLeish with it in the corner. Penalty has expired. Sent behind. Hopkins there first. And then Meisternock trying to get rid of it. Gives it up to Dodwell. Dodwell with a very clever play as that bounced off the boards funny. And now Pake's going to bring it in. Takes the shot. That gets kick saved into the corner by Chaba. And that's going to come out quickly. Quinn loses that puck. And the Red Devils reset. Tappan's got it. Clamor on him. Pulled away. Tappan with a good move there. But Clamor is there again. And Byfield with it. Byfield, excuse me. And that turns over to the Admiral. Shot, backhander by Sistrone. Or by Cheney, excuse me. And they still are playing. Byfield sweeping it, but not out. Big mistake there as they've got to reset and they cannot change. Tapping in behind, trying to take the puck away. Now Byfield has it again. Another pass that didn't go the length, but it's going to go to Dodwell, and that's a good bounce for the Red Devils as they're going to get a change that they desperately need.
Yeah, just got pinned in there a little bit, the Red Devils, and the defensive pairing got stuck.
Mawson all on his own, trying to jam it in there, and that's a goal. That one, well, let's just be honest, that was, Carey didn't keep the seal on the pad there.
Yeah, he skated around Willis, and Willis doesn't have the best of speed at the best of time, and I know he's wearing a fair bit of ankle tape here today, and that obviously restricted him a bit more. And yeah, Mawson just shoves it home, and yes, Tim Carey slides into the net with the puck underneath him.
Yeah, that was a strength goal for sure, and that makes it 4-2 to the Admirals. Important for their microscopic chance of moving up a seed. But nonetheless, a good chance for them to get a 2-goal lead. And that shot goes off Carey. He bounces it away. Blocker save. Now he puts the glove on top of it. Dan, there was a comment you were going to say about Mr. Hopkins.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Hopkins, he's moved up a position in the lowest points per game average standings for the NZIHL. I'll pause there for the suspense.
It's a close one there. Haas with it now. You can't let that go by the wayside. You did the research on that. I think it's amazing.
Next stoppage, Matt. There we go.
Hand pass. Go ahead.
Pass. So George Hopkins has moved up. He has a 0.04 points per game average. He got an assist earlier this season.
Oh, right.
Moves him to 5 career assists in his 135 game history. He's just jumped Phil Lyle, who used to play for the Swarm back in 2005-2009, who had 1 assist over 37 games played for a 0.03 average.
Well, that is more than 2 seasons played. Shot goes off the side netting. So I think it's fair enough to say, George, you got off the floor there. Good assist.
He's still the most games played without a goal scored. So
true.
Let's not take that one away from him.
No, but at the same time, I don't think he'll give that one up unless he plays another 3 years without a point. So that gives him a little bit of leeway now.
Yeah, indeed.
Although we're all still rooting for him to take a shot.
Although, Matt, if we went back to the 05 to 09 series, I'm pretty sure they're like 10-game seasons. The Thunder weren't around in those times, and,
that's true.
And we didn't have as much of a playoff series.
That's a good point. Hopkins coming back on the defense, getting in front, and that pass doesn't find the net. Chance, and a good save there by Carey. And they get a stop in play as the goal's off the pegs. That is definitely necessary because the two good chances against Carey and the bit of a lucky stop there for the Red Devils as the Admirals were just swarming.
Yeah, threatening to on one opportunity. He manages to get the puck through, but scrambling defense by Carey and Hopkins in front there keeps the puck out.
Peg with another face-off win. He's been doing pretty good today. Goes to Regan, though. And Regan keeps that one, gets it to the point. Chamberlain's got to play that off the shin pad just to keep it in the zone, but he does a good job with that. Chance Sistrone. And Carey with a stop. And the glove to get a stop with just over 11 minutes to go here in the third period. Admirals up 4-2.
Yeah, the Admirals again just put another goal in there just before, and Red Devils looking at a 2-goal hole here. 11 minutes to go. They've got a good crowd in here, as we've been saying. I want to get them back, give them something to cheer about here.
Yeah, that's exactly it. This building's kind of waiting to get excited. And if you cut this down to a 1-goal lead, I think the next goal here is going to be very important for the Red Devils if they can manage it. I mean,
I'm going to generalise here a bit as well, because it's not just us, it's probably New Zealand sporting crowds.
Yes.
They're quite a reactionary crowd. They wait for the team that they're supporting or following to do something good or to score a goal or score a try or whatever it might be, and then there's the cheer and supporting. So you really got to get the crowd going for you.
Yep.
You got to perform.
Regan's got this one over the blue line. Good pass there. Sistrone missed on the one-timer as he knelt down for that one. Couldn't connect. And the Red Devils get away with that, as that was a good face-off win. Good pass there, and goes to Moncrief, to Haas. Shot off the post, goes around, stays in at the point. Byfield sending it around, and Mawson's there, and now Kennedy. He's going to sweep it out, and that goes to Sistrone on a good play there. Shot and a goal. Sistrone with a ripper.
Sneaks that 1-5-hole, I believe, there on Carey, but it was looking quite promising at one end there with that line of Haast and Moncrief and Gallagher getting a great chance at one end to then just rimming the puck round to clear it out of the zone, and Sistrone jumps onto it at the far blue line.
And it makes it 5-2. The Admirals with a 3-goal lead. And full control of this one in today's tilt. Not what the home crowd was looking for, but probably the right result given what's going on. Henry's got it in front. Chance for the Admirals again, but Willis is there. Willis with a good hit. And that is Cheney losing his stick. The puck goes to Kaluzny, and he looks to get it out. Up to Lees. Can't handle that one. Keo Cope with a physicality, and it's Willis to collect the puck, get it out. Goes halfway up. Played well. Arm went up for icing for a minute there, but that was played right out of the air. Great play by Lowe there. And Kaluzny can't hold that one in. Willis has it, sweeps it backwards. Now Lees dumps it in, goes to Hayward Jones. Lees on the forecheck, goes to Clammer. Clammer gets it out. Cheney with it. Clammer goes for a change, as do most of the Admirals. Now Lowe with the puck, sends it away. Is it going to go for icing? It is, and they do look for that. And they're going to stop at 8:43 to go in the third.
Again, the smaller players bringing the physicality here for the Red Devils. It's good to see. Get the energy back on there for their team and the bench to try and turn the momentum back on their side.
Yeah, it's an interesting one today, that's for sure. Some discussion back and forth with the bench and the linesmen. Didn't exactly hear it. Now Vesper has it. Takes a shot. Gear save. And it was in the glove long enough to get a whistle for Carey.
Yeah, pretty much hits the chest there of Tim Carey. He'll
take that in any time.
Yeah, any goalie would very much like players to just shoot there.
It does make their life a little easier, doesn't it?
It does indeed.
Face off on that far side. Vesper's going to take this one against Paik again.
Yeah, he's got a bit of missing a net guard scenario here for one of the Admirals players, so they'll get sent off, and they'll probably get the warning for equipment violation.
Yeah, that's Chamberlain. So there are rules around that coming up and internationally too. That's it's going to become very common. Even the NHL is now requiring anybody, I think it's under 20.
A delayed penalty for a wee trip there coming up against the Red Devils.
And now Quinn has it, passing that one forward. Hopkins has it. And it'll be 2 minutes against, it'll be Hopkins on the call.
Yeah, it was, didn't do the best effort to trip him, but his stick was in a bad spot and the player fell over.
Tripping the call.
Again, we say to them enough to convince the ref, goalie's enough to convince the ref to blow the whistle to stop the play. That was enough to convince the referee to call a penalty.
Byfield trying to throw it out.
By number 11, George Hopkins for stripping.
Admirals with the puck. Regan has it at the point. Goes to Sistrone. Gallagher interfered with there, it looked like. In front. Mawson can't knock it home. I got to be careful about saying interfered with. He was blocked. I don't know how to say that without sounding like I'm getting in trouble, but Haast has it. Over the blue line. Haast holds. Haast takes it. Haast held by Regan a little bit. And the Red Devils bench on fire for that one and probably have a case there as Haast's sweater came out of his tuck. And I mean, he's just skating around with the sweater just kind of hanging out there for no particular reason other than Regan was near him.
Yeah, indeed. Probably just frustrations. They think maybe the calls are going one way and not the other.
Yeah. Well, you always feel that way at home. I mean, it's pretty normal.
You ask any team, they will say that.
Yep. Over to Sevigny. He holds it at the dot. Pass around in front of the crease. Vesper can't pull the trigger, and Keocope slaps it away. It's going to go out of play on the far side. Over the blue line. Should be out of the nope, it is not out of the zone.
Any deflection or shot leaving the zone that starts in the attacking zone, it stays in the attacking zone. So a couple of years ago, maybe 3 or 4, the rule book used to be the other way around. If it was an attacking player shooting and it went high and wide, it would come outside of the zone, but that's no longer the way.
Out to Stevens' shot. That goes over the bar. Chance in front. That net came off, so as soon as they touch up here, Stevens got it, and as Carey went across the crease, he hit the pipe pretty hard, came up and out. 53 seconds to go on the trip call against Hopkins. 5-2 the score, and just over 7 minutes left in the proceedings this afternoon. Henry wins that one. Steven with a shot. That one just goes into Willis. That's going to sting tomorrow. Probably stings right now, actually, the way it hit him. Kind of high in the chest area. Goes to Steven. He can't control it. Low. And that's going to get flipped back out. Hayward Jones holds on to it. That's Flynn Hayward Jones, just to be accurate. And it's Henry putting it into the corner with McLeish around to Steven. Steven leaves it behind, and the cycle is on. Quinn goes low. McLeish holds it outside the dot. Hayward Jones at the point. Goes down low to McLeish again. Hayward Jones across the blue line, tipped away. Stevens going to take a shot. That goes high. Blocker save as that's knocked over the glass. Penalty expires now, and the Red Devils have it. Low with it as he skates around. Steven with a good hip check there, and that comes back to Moncrief. McLeish in the way there. A shot by Moncrief. That just goes high and out. McLeish just leaving the body on the ice there for the Admirals, making a good defensive play.
Indeed, and yeah, Moncrief again. Both Moncrief players that they've had over here this season have got some good shots on them. But that one, they sailed up high and wide.
Shout out to Noel. Hopefully he's doing better. Haas wins that one. Moncrief with a shot, deflected off Mawson. That stays, no, it did hit the net. They did call that one down, just nobody whistled it immediately. And they'll do it again.
Yeah, replay it up. So yeah, you can see Moncrief here lining up behind Haas. Again, looking for that win, face-off win for a quick shot with traffic in front. Just got to be able to find a spot to get it through.
But it goes to the boards this time. Stays in for a moment from Meisternock, but now he's got to win the race as Clammer gets there. Admirals looking for a call. They don't get one.
Yeah, I'd be protesting that one if I was the Admirals bench.
Yeah, I thought it was a good shoulder-to-shoulder there, but that one comes in. Moncrief holds up. And that's why it's such a tough job, you know. Tapping with a shot, glove save. Shaba seeing that one all the way up the lane. You look at that.
It's more the interference play there. The Red Devils defensive player didn't hold his line in skating for that puck. He cut into the path that the Admirals player was trying to do to go around him to get towards the puck.
And that's the textbook look at it. And if I look at it, the eye test for me says he's still playing the puck area and therefore should have the right to play against it. But never argue against the rule book, right?
Again, as we say, it depends on who's reading the rule book on what day, at what time, and what mood.
Yeah, mood matters a lot. Good hit there. Meisternock with it as Gallagher laying out somebody for the Admirals, and Tappan's going to go back and collect this one. Vesper on the forecheck for the Admirals. Goes to neutral. And Mason Kennedy there for a pass. Goes bounding back towards Chaba. Sevigny picks it up. Moncrief on the forecheck. Pulls it away, takes a chance, and now he's tripped in front. That's a penalty. Shot coming in, and that pass stopping it for the trip being called. But Moncrief doing a great job in the crease area, and it'll be a 2-minute penalty.
Yeah, on Chaba's the call, so one of the players on the ice had to go sit the penalty there for the goalkeeper. But yeah, as he tried to cut through the crease, I think Chaba was going for a poke check, really. Knocked the puck away and takes the skates out.
Yeah, there's he's trying to just clear the zone there, but sorry we didn't get that one in time, but Chaba's just looking at that as trying to keep everybody away, and if somebody happens to fall over, I think he's okay with that. Power play to start for the Red Devils. Haas wins it, but it goes right between the two players who's trying to pull it back to Moncrief, running Regan into the wall, but Regan holds on to a chance in front. Vesper scores. The power kill lives on.
Admirals skating with speed, jumping on that. It was a clean face-off win by Haas, and fair play. He's annoyed with it because players went in the right spots to stop that. A clean face-off win outside of the zone, and Admirals player skates through with pace. He's not the one that scores, but it creates the opportunity there and sets up the teammate.
6-2 the score.
And the power kill continues against the Red Devils.
Minute 51 to go. There's only 9 seconds into that one when that was scored. And another shot right off the face-off. That was Steven just ripping one. And it's pretty clear Fabian Haas has had enough of what he's been dealing with at that point.
Unfortunately, he's missing his import partner that's been almost partner in crime for him this season, Morris, out of today's game. He suffered concussion in the last round they played. And also Hayden Ball as well suffered concussion, right? Yep. Again, I didn't get it clarified if it was friendly fire, if both of them ran into each other or not, but I think it was separate instances. But yeah, that's goal-scoring power here, both of them, that Red Devils are missing here today. Yeah,
missing desperately, and just happened to feel that one because I think his stick hit the scaffolding. So noticed that one right away. Anyway, Red Devils with the puck. 4:15 to go. Minute 20 on their power play. 6-2 the score. The Admirals well ahead here. Shot, Chaba with a glove save on Ollie Rout. And they'll get a face-off in the offensive zone. So, Dan, I guess I can start talking a little bit about this. This being the last weekend. This position's a little bit different, right? You've got a team that's not going to make the playoffs. We know that. So, in the locker room, on the ice, on the bench, what's the motivation? How does that feel as a player? Are you trying to play for the stat sheet? You're just trying to play for the win that day? You're trying to... What are you thinking about?
I don't know any player, or there'll be very few players out there that put on the gear to go out there to not try to win a game. So,
Right.
again, whether the game means the championship or means nothing, the players out here, no one wants to be on the losing side of the score. So, look, they're playing for themselves, they're playing for their teammates, but again, we've mentioned it many times, they're playing for the people that come and watch them as well. They're here to put on a good performance, show stuff. But if you're probably the coach, you're probably thinking about future building, getting some players some ice time, working on some combinations, and trying to use the chance now to build, say that rebuilding or keep building for the future.
That face-off just taking a little bit too long as Mawson and Lowe just keep getting a little bit closer and a little bit closer, and now they do it again. And it looks like the linesmen are calling a second, and it looks like a delay of game. They are going to call somebody for 2 minutes for delaying the game on the face-off. We'll see if that's the call.
It's a second face-off violation, I believe it was, and they're saying against the Red Devils here because they're taking the face-off down the other end.
Well, the gate is open, if you will.
Yep.
And it will be, I think, Moncrief serving this.
I believe on this one's a bench minor. And the referees, again, they're just trying to move. He's already done the player change stuff. No players going to the box. Now, look at this. Coach will just try and change up and actually put penalty killing unit on. But
a balanced unit,
a balanced unit. And now it's making bigger things because they tried to rush the player change thing through while they were still trying to call the penalty. Again, no players gone to the box. It should be a bench minor for the delay of game, so a bench minor penalty can be set by anyone, not just the players on the ice.
There's still 6 players on the ice, so there's a lot of confusion going on here. Now Moncrief has to go back to the ice, and now another penalty's been called on the bench for the Red Devils.
And of course the refs picked the best player for the Canterbury Red Devils to go set the bench minor penalty.
There's still, so we still have 5 on the ice. Now we're back to 4.
Should be 4-on-4 hockey here for 46 seconds. And then the Admirals will get a shortened power play opportunity.
We're back to hockey. Less administrative work, more puck. Kennedy keeping it low. Gives it to Regan. Regan skates in front. Mawson with it. Mawson passing it away. Gallagher's going to get the puck. And an absolute crushing hit. Taylor Kennedy, that is a borderline charge. He just really went after Gallagher there. Looked like 3 steps, but arms are down.
Try it again. Gallagher is straight back up and back into it. Great to see.
Yeah, that is a great thing to see.
He's just probably didn't have his head quite up, and he had another Admirals player in front of him sort of blocked the view of Taylor Kennedy coming in there.
Yeah, and he absolutely leveled him. Moncrief back out on the ice, still 4-on-4, and now the penalty expires. Admirals on the power play. Sevigny with it.
Good save.
And that shot stopped by Carey, and they get a face-off minute.
And the clock's still running here in the there we go.
Now they're reset it.
Winding it back up. But yeah, so Admirals getting just over a minute here on the power play. What looked to be their first line out on the ice.
Vesper winning that face-off for the Admirals. Keokuk annoying everybody at the blue line. A good hit there. And Cistrone taking the brunt of it. Sevigny now has the puck at the high circle. Gets it back. Takes a pass across the ice. That shot, another one-timer. Cistrone just not connecting today. Meisternock with a good hit there against Mawson, and that puck's going to go the length of the ice with just over 30 seconds to go in the power play for the Admirals. Keokuk with it. Keokuk on the forecheck, and now the Admirals get reset. Moncrief in front. Keokuk trying to grab the puck.
got them there for a slash coming up. Yeah.
Keokuk, so the other referee had it. Sistrone with it. Takes the shot. That goes behind.
Now the other referee's got a line hand up as well, so there might be a couple of penalties coming.
Yeah, it looks like it was Moncrief. That one goes in. And I don't know, I think one of them gets wiped off and we'll just have to do the tax return again.
Yeah, exactly. We'll do some more administration work here, but that probably runs a little bit of the side of the moon. The player that was getting picked on from the West Auckland Admirals was Regan. There with various slashes and cross-checks happening to him. He does manage to deflect the puck in off his leg for the goal as well. So,
yeah, I think it'll be Carey that gets called for that slash.
Yeah, there was a couple as the play was coming up the ice as well for the refs had their hands up. So again, we're doing a bit of the admin work here as they run the tally book of seeing how many penalties are going to be called and which one will get cancelled out by the goal that was scored.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're just hearing 2 players for the Red Devils are getting called over. So there might have even been 3 delayed penalties there against the Red Devils, and 2 players are going across.
So Keokuk and Meisternock are going to go serve.
There we go. So Admirals will finish this game on unless they score 2 goals, they'll finish the game on a power play as we're a minute 45 to go.
Yeah, the 5 seconds will have to come off the ice here in a minute. Some excitement over by the crowd on that one.
Like we said, the crowd reacts to things here, Matt, in New Zealand. And,
it's not prompted. It's funny because, like, I can talk about the U.S. crowds because I've been there enough. Mm-hmm. They get loudest for things like free T-shirts. Chris is nodding and laughing, but he knows I'm right. That's right, Chris on the camera over here. But there's a lot of in-house media and so forth that kind of prompts, says cheer now and all that. It's not like that here. The crowd sees what's going on and reacts. It's interesting.
And it's interesting from again, there'll be some ice hockey fans out here in the crowd, but again, ice hockey is not a big sport here in New Zealand. And again, the advertising that all the teams do around the league, and the league does as well to bring new plate people in to watch the sport and stuff. They probably don't even know there is a rule book that exists, or let alone knows some of the rules, and like simple things like offsides and icings that happen quite frequently throughout the game. Spectators that come along to watch these games, don't know them, and I know from being in the crowd, or my parents in the crowd when they were watching, they've been explaining it to the people sitting next.
Yeah.
They explain the rules to the people sitting next to them. So I'm sure there's people out there in the stands at the moment that are probably scratching their heads a bit, and I think the players are even scratching their heads a bit as well.
To be fair, outside of the slash that we saw on the 2 calls, all I know is it's 5-on-3. Haast is out there. He was called away from to go to the penalty box, and then apparently won that argument because nothing was on him. He stays out. And it's he, Logan, and Kaluzny that are out there 5-on-3. They drop the puck. The Admirals have it, but Haas takes it away. Haas skates. And that's given up Steven to Henry. Henry comes in the zone over the right side. And the triangle is in operation for the Red Devils here for a minute 10 to go here in this third period.
Cross-checking, 2 minutes.
Apparently, Keokuk was a cross-check, allegedly, and now Kaluzny comes off the ice. And now Haas on a breakaway. Haas 5-on-3, takes the shot, hits the post. One of the best offensive chances the Red Devils have had this period, and he has it again. And the funny part was that came pretty close to actually being a 5-on-3 shorty.
Yeah, exactly. Red Devils almost getting a power kill of their own.
30 seconds to go this afternoon, and Mawson brings it in. Leaves it behind, and a pass across the ice. Mason Kennedy with a pass low. Clammer trying to get it in front. Shot hits Carey in the face, bounces in front, rebound, and Lowe with a cross check there, and a penalty coming up. I don't know who it is, but Lowe is incensed down there and wants a piece of somebody. The Admirals just looking away. Cross check called.
Cross check is the call. Yep, and I think he'll be spending the rest of the game in the box. We got.
And I'll give a shout out. Feel bad for Kaluzny right now because Kaluzny's beautiful white stick just got snapped and thrown into the trash can. That just is emblematic of today's game in this third period especially. Moncrief with a spinorama. They wait, they drop it again. Kennedy with a shot. Glove save by Carey. 11 seconds to go in this one. All for pride at this point, but the Red Devils have another chance to take out their frustrations against the Admirals tomorrow, same time, here in Christchurch. If you are here and you're watching the game, make sure you take a chance to get down and check it out in person. Well, I don't think they started the clock at that exact moment because the game should be done. And all the noise and everything going on there, but 7-2 the final, and it's the Admirals coming out on top.
Great to see the younger players there. Byford's standing up, holding their ground in the last few seconds. But yeah, Admirals are the victors here on the scoreboard. 7-2, resulting in the favour. Got away from the Red Devils there in the third period. Admirals just kept compounding on the scoreboard. Probably just led to more frustration and effort there from the Red Devils. And obviously ran themselves into trouble with the referees and were shorthanded for most of that, probably the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I think they had the feeling of the game was pretty close for a long time, and then suddenly it wasn't.
Yeah, it was probably a 40-minute game of close hockey. 20 minutes, probably the first 5-10 minutes of the third period here. Admirals just kept enough pressure on, got a couple of goals, and then probably the last 10 minutes it was, just that mental aspect of playing hockey, keeping it in it, just wasn't quite there from the Red Devils.
Yeah, between that and the Admirals really starting to win those lane games and against the board, they were just the face-offs were still going for the Red Devils, but the way that the Admirals were able to break out in their last third and get those cross-ice passes, they did a lot better as we got through the third period, and those breakouts led to penalties, which led to odd man chances, which led to goals, which they capitalized on, and that's why you get to 7-2.
Yep, if you can play a good 60-minute game of hockey, you're putting yourself in a good spot to win the game, and Admirals did that here today.
Well, that brings us to a close. The Admirals taking this one. Don't forget, at 7 o'clock, which I think is right about now, if you're still watching this game, switch to the other one. It is the big one between the Dunedin Phoenix Thunder at the Stampede in Queenstown. That one is going to solve a lot of questions that everybody in the league has as playoffs come up. But in the meantime, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, for these two teams to close the regular season for the NZIHL in 2025. For Dan Nichols, I'm Matt Chavez. Thank you for joining us. We will see you tomorrow.